Hello, welcome to my videos in my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the Lakers victory today, 124 to 108 against the Pelicans in the last game of the regular season. And with this victory, the Lakers clinch the seventh play in the Western Conference, and the Lakers will play the play-in tournament the next week against the Pelicans. So the Lakers are going to stay in New Orleans, where the Lakers will play again the next Tuesday to qualify to the playoffs. And if the Lakers lost that game, they will go for the winner between the Kings against the Warriors to play another game and to qualify, as I said. So let's talk about this game. Well, this was the last game of the season, and to be honest, the Lakers play a tremendous game. They put in the playoff mode and they play a tremendous game. Where, to be honest, the Lakers define this game since the first quarter, where the Lakers started to play in a tremendous basketball level, where they started to grade the quarter where they were leading 17-7. Later, the New Orleans Pelicans reduced the gap, but in the end, the Lakers won this quarter by 6-point difference, 30-24. But the big difference was in the second quarter, where the Lakers created a big gap that was enough to win the game. The Lakers started tremendous the game where they ran a 11-2 in the beginning of the quarter. The Lakers took a took a lead of 50 points difference. But in the end, the Lakers increased to a more than 20 points lead. There, the New Orleans Pelicans reduced it, and the Lakers won the second quarter. It was the best basketball they play, especially in the offense, where the Lakers scored 40 points. They just allowed 29 points, and the Lakers won this quarter by 11-point difference. And the Lakers were leading by 17-point difference in the halftime, 70-53. And in the second quarter, the history was the same because the Lakers were leading the game. They always had the game under control, and the Lakers didn't have any problem to win this game. How I told you, the Lakers always had the lead. They always were leading by 20, by more than 20 points or 50 points. And in the third quarter, the Lakers again won this quarter, and the Lakers were leading by 20-point difference in the end of the third quarter, 99-77. And in the fourth quarter, the history was the same. The Lakers was leading the game. The New Orleans Pelicans couldn't reduce the game and the gap, and in the end, the Lakers won the game 124-108. To be honest, I didn't understand why they're being happy. The Lakers head coach keep to play the starting players until the last minutes of the fourth quarter, where the Lakers had the game under control in the end of the third quarter. But I think that maybe is this because remember that the Lakers a lot of games they were leading the game by more than 10-50 points difference, and the Lakers most of the time lost this game. So in the end, the Lakers won the game. That was the most important and qualified to the play-in tournament. The only bad here is that the Anthony Davis was out in the game in the third quarter, where unfortunately he got injured because he had some problem in his lower back and in the hip. He had some spasms. So I hope that he's okay and he can play in the next Tuesday against the Pelicans. Against this game, the overall statistics, the Lakers threw up tremendous offenses. How I told you, they threw for a 55% from field goal, and they scored 11 triples, and they allowed 48% from field goal, and they allowed 15 triples. But in the end, it doesn't matter because the Lakers won this game by 60-point difference. And about the pain, the Lakers dominate this game. Where was the big difference? Because the Lakers won it by 16-point difference, 68-42. About the individual statistics, how I told you, the Lakers playing in a playoff mode, where the best player was Anthony Davis, that made another double-double with 30 points and 11 rebounds. LeBron James was the best player in the game, where he made a triple-double with 28 points, 11 rebounds, and 70 assists. The third best scorer was Austin Reeves with 20 points, and the fourth best was D'Angelo Russell with 90 points, and the last one was Ryu Hachimura with 11 points. So was next? No, how was this week? The Lakers finished this week with a record of 2-1. Well, remember that the Lakers lost the last Tuesday against the Warriors by 14-point difference. 120 to 134. The Lakers traveled to Memphis, where the Lakers had a complicated game the last Friday, but in the end they could defeated the Grizzlies by 3 point difference, 120 to 123. And today that the Lakers didn't have any problem. They play in the playing mode, and they had an easy game, and they won the game by 16 point difference. So what's next? How I told you, the Lakers qualified to the playing tournament, where the Lakers finished in the season with the record the 47-35. To be honest, the Lakers improved his record of the last season, where the Lakers finished with the record the 39. They have some complicated way where they qualify to the playing tournament, and they reach the NBA finals. This time the Lakers play a very basketball level, where they have some problems, because remember that most of the games that the Lakers lost was blamed or fouled by the head coach Jeremy Ham, because he made some very bad decision in some games that the Lakers should have won that game, and they should have finished in a better position. And the Lakers had some time most of the season with a lot of injuries, because they lost some game. And in the end, the Lakers, in my opinion, they did a very great season. But the problem is that the Western Conference in this year was a very competitive and close game, because you can see here that all these teams had a tremendous record, and the Lakers, if they were in the East Conference, the Lakers with their record should have been the second or third best record. But in the end, it doesn't matter. The good news is that the Lakers finish they qualified to the play-in. They finish in the 8th place with a record of 47-35, and the Lakers will play against the Pelicans, the New Orleans Pelicans, that they finish the season with the record of 49-33. The most important here is that the Lakers play better as a away team, because you can see here that they had a record of 28-14 as a away team, and as a local team they have a record of 27-25. So the Lakers suffer more as a home team, and they play better in the road. And the Lakers finished with winning 7 of the last 10 games that they played, and they had 2 back-to-back victories. So what's next? What is next? The next is the Lakers will qualify to the playing tournament, how I told you, where the Lakers again will play against the Pelicans and New Orleans, Louisiana, the next Tuesday, April 16 at 19:30 Eastern time. How I told you a few seconds ago, the Pelicans finish in the 7th place with a record of 49-33, and the Lakers finish in the 8th place with a record of 47-35. The Lakers, they dominate this series, because the Lakers and the Pelicans play 5 games in all the season, where the Lakers finished with a record of 4-1, where the Lakers, in all its victory, the Lakers won the game for more than 15 or 30 points difference. So the Lakers dominate the Pelicans, where the first game the Lakers playing the Pelicans play in the NBA season semifinals, where the Lakers didn't have any problem, and they won this game by more than the 34 point difference, 133 to 89. The only loss that the Lakers had was the last day of the year, in December 31st, 2023, where the Lakers unfortunately lost the game by 20 point difference. But in the last 2 games, the Lakers didn't have any problem. They dominated the Pelicans and won the game for more than 30 point difference. So this game, I think that this game, the next game, the playing tournament, will be closer, because the Pelicans will want to take revenge for what happened tonight, and they will want to qualify to as a 7th place. So I think that this game will be closer than what happened today. In the end, the Pelicans are going to improve, but the Lakers will playing playoff mode, and I think that the Lakers will win this game by 1 or 3 point difference, and the Lakers will qualify as a 7th seed, and the Lakers will face the Denver Nuggets, the reigning champion team, in the first round. I know that a lot of people is telling that the Lakers need to lose to get to play against the Thunder, but the Lakers need to win this game against the Pelicans. and take days red and compete and play against the Nuggets. So also remember that the loser of this game between the Pelicans and the Lakers will have another opportunity where the Pelicans and Lakers loser will play against the winner between the Kings and Warriors, where these two teams will have one of these two teams will have another opportunity to qualify, but as a place. So it doesn't matter. The most important is the Lakers win the next game and qualify to the playoffs. So here was my opinion and analyze of what happened tonight, where the Lakers defeated by 60-point difference, 124 to 108 against the New Orleans Pelicans. In the last game of the season, the Lakers with this victory finished the season with a record of 47-35. The Lakers finished in the 8th place and they enter to the play-in tournament. The Lakers will play the next Thursday against the Pelicans, and if the Lakers win that game, the Lakers will qualify as a 7th set in the Western Conference, and they will face the reigning champion team, the Denver Nuggets, that finish in the second place in the first round. So this is all for today. See you next video. Chibra.